Thursday, day 5 of the experiment. Although the staged incidents have become more daring, so far there have been few signs of suspicion. The undercover actors have made friends with the other tourists. Their strange behavior has not alienated them from their groups, with one exception. The male Japanese stooge is feeling increasingly isolated. He is viewed as a rude oddball, and everyone avoids him. Apart from that, everything is on track. The covert team is busy rigging a boat with hidden cameras. Microphones are hidden in Chinese lanterns. Even the captain doesn't seem to mind his boat being taken apart to put in the necessary wiring. But the mood may change, especially as today's experiments are the most blatant yet. The tourists, though, are blissfully unaware and are looking forward to visiting an archaeological site. Each week, on the path to the amphitheater, there is a woman in distress.
Nerede kaybettin? Nerelerde?
She lost her ring.
She says she has lost her wedding ring. How long will the tourists spend looking for it? The ring is actually in the pocket of the male stooge. When people begin to give up, the stooge pretends to find it. The Americans search for an impressive 8 minutes.
Did you get a picture, Linda?
Yeah, picture.
At first, the British think she's a beggar and walk past.
She said that she fell down her engagement ring. She wants...
Oh, she's lost it?
Yeah, she lost it.
When they realize what is going on, they also search for exactly 8 minutes.
Yeah. It was gold and it was small. She says so, yes. Yes, nearly here.
The Japanese do not want to delay the tour and give up after just 3 minutes. But at least Keiichi, the Japanese stooge, gets to do something he could be proud of. The Germans show the most compassion, searching for 12 minutes. But a few of them are starting to feel there's some strange incidents they've encountered on this holiday. When Christian, the German stooge, finds the ring, he gets a slightly skeptical reaction.
One of the women suspects that I might have something to do with it. She said Christian, and she, whispered something to her neighbor. I said, "What's going on? Why are you mentioning my name?"
The Japanese, now back on schedule, decide to test the acoustics of the amphitheater. One national stereotype that is undoubtedly true is the Japanese fondness for photography. They take particular delight in the posed snap.
Cheese!
On the boat journey home, the groups are left on their own. The camera crew goes on ahead, explaining that they want to film upstream. This bend in the river allows the crew to be out of sight of the tourists, but close enough to listen in. As the groups approach the bend, they will face a minor crisis. They may remain calm, they could become angry. If the stereotype is true, the British will display humour in adversity.
I've told you we jinx anything that we go in.
The Brits joke about their predicament for 5 minutes.
Kaput. Is that an old Turkish saying, is it?
Then they try to attract the attention of passing boats.
Help! Help! We're going down!
No. No,
you don't like him.
You don't like him? He looks bloody friendly to me from here.
The Stooges are impressed by the buoyant atmosphere.
It just was sort of like, in wartime we will all stick together and we're going to start singing, you know.
It was a real Dunkirk spirit.
English! Yeah!
They call over a passing canoeist.
He's quite nice, isn't he? Excuse me.
We have another boat round the corner.
My boat's called Lisa.
He is dispatched to find the camera crew.
Motor finish.
Whenever something goes wrong, it's not long before the Japanese make a cultural comparison.
What I can tell you is just that they are not in panic, because nobody is hysterically screaming and they are casually chatting. That atmosphere I can pick up.
They soon become irritated that no one is doing anything to solve the problem.
The boat turned round like he was going to rescue them, and presumably was sent away by the boat driver.
The Turkish guys leaving without doing anything, they are saying.
In American Week, there's a hitch. The boatman has put plastic bags over the cameras to protect them from the rain.
Let's look at the pictures.
We need help!
So the only coverage is from the riverbank.
Roll your boat.
Can we have cigarettes and beer?
He's just trying to stimulate beer sales.
And we're rationing the beer.
Everyone was really laughing. They were just kind of cracking jokes and didn't seem like they were too upset. It was just kind of like, I can't believe this is happening. This is really bizarre, kind of a feeling. Wo ist das Kamerateam? Immer wenn es interessant ist, sind sie da.
On the crew boat, the German line producer, Leah, translates their conversation.
Somebody said, candid camera. Let's look for the cameras, which are hidden. They're calling me. Leah, get out!
Somebody said, well, they just want to find out how Germans react when something like this happens. And then they started looking for the hidden cameras. And the one guy, Andreas, he went up to one of the hidden cameras, thinking it was a microphone, and he said, "We discovered you," something like that.
Broke down just back there.
Oh yeah?
Come to tell you.
All right, we're going to get him then.
Hey!
The British were the only group who orchestrated their own rescue. They had also shown the humour in adversity that the stereotype suggested. The other groups were left for 20 minutes before they were rescued. The Americans also came through with flying colours. Despite being soaked, they made the best of their time on the broken-down boat.
They're filming us! Come on! Put the camera down!
The Japanese were disgruntled for the first time all week. A delay to the timetable is no laughing matter for the Japanese. They did cheer up, however, as they were towed back. The most intriguing development was the German suspicions. How had they worked it out? What conclusions can be drawn? The team was left with a slightly worrying scenario. Can it be that Germans are cleverer than other nationalities?
There is, of course, that suspicion in the air. Why are we here for a free holiday? And what do they want with us? And why do things go wrong? And why is something slightly weird? I guess we would just have a very suspicious bunch, basically. And there's some who are more suspicious than others and also very quick. And I guess that kind of can determine the whole dynamic of a group. I mean, I wouldn't say that Germans as a group are more intelligent than other nations and pick up things quicker. But it's just this particular group seems to work that way.
So how much do the Germans know? Without giving anything away, the overt team interviews the most suspicious member of the group, Gunther Nolden. What does he think is going on?
Well, the whole thing, after all these little hints appeared and now set together, I just think that the whole trip is kind of well organized. It's like a totally fake thing.
But he also says that many of them are still in the dark.
They're split in two groups. Those who are still kind of naive and the others who have serious doubts. It's like those weekends on a Scotch castle and there's a murder and everyone has to find out what's the murder. And now over here, we're trying to find where are the planned things. That's why, like, who belongs to the group and who is really a group member? Are there fake group members among us? It's not only that people are planning from outside, but we were suspicious about their own group.
If I had paid for this vacation, they'd probably all be down in the reception area by now, shouting and raving.
You think so? What would they be complaining about?
Oh, a lot of things. The food, things that break down, the sanitary situation in the bathrooms, no toilet paper, having to pay for toilet paper. You know, drunk bus drivers. I mean, just, they basically demand their money back, quite a few of them.
I have to try first.
To cheer up the tourists, there's a night of Turkish culture. The Turks, who by now have a deep understanding of the project, suggest a traditional Turkish dish, a recipe almost guaranteed to cause culture shock. Roasted head of sheep. On Turkish night, no expense is spared. There are dancers, musicians, and a very special meal. The Turks really do enjoy a sheep's head. The eyeball is considered the best bit. But the four nationalities will have to decide whether to eat it, or refuse and risk offending their hosts.
Well, tonight we're having a Turkish night, as you see. Also, we're having a traditional Turkish meal. What we have, sheep head. And really good. Try. You can eat tongue, brain, and eyes. So, for instance, I'm going to show you how you're going to eat the ice. The thing is, you know, different culture. So Turkish people eat this. Taste is nice.
The British are very squeamish. 19 of them refuse to try the sheep head.
I think we're going to heave if we look at it.
Many find it so disgusting they have to leave the room.
It's good that you could just get up and go. If I hadn't been able to get out of the room, I don't know what I would have done. I think you'd have had to bought me a bucket, I think, because my stomach just literally turned full circle when he put that eye in his mouth. Oh my God.
But I couldn't even look after I knew what it was going to be. I just had to politely make my excuses and leave the room. If that's their culture, that's fine, but it's not for me.
I know, just eating the eye, it was very chewy, but I couldn't chew it, digest it properly, but it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
We used to eat it during the war. I used to have the sheep's brains on toast during the war. On toast, yeah.
The Japanese have a useful rule of thumb about who deals with awkward social situations.
最初みんなが嫌だっていうので試せと言われて、一番年上ですからしょうがないでしょ。で
On the other table, Mr. Yamaji leads the way. The younger men now get stuck in.
Nen tamaと一緒で味はないんですけど、やっぱこの脳みそで生きてる時はいろいろ草原を走り回りながら暑いとか寒いとか考えてたんだろうなって考えるとちょっとかわいそうになりました。
Lammfleisch, das muss ja heiß serviert werden. Und das ist ganz kalt. Ich esse trotzdem etwas davon, um die Leute nicht zu riskieren, aber das müsste an sich sehr heiß serviert werden. Und es ist es nicht.
A little bit soggy.
The cheek is excellent. I wish there was more cheek.
It's actually really not bad. Just looking at it.
The tongue's pretty good. Not as good as the cheek, though. I definitely think the place to go on the sheep's head is the cheek.
What? Sheep's head again? I had this yesterday. It was really good, though.
3 out of 4 weeks, there are plenty of sheep heads left over for the band. But the Japanese ate the lot and left the Turks with nothing. Wendy, a normally quiet person, downs a raki, her first ever alcoholic drink. And suddenly, the British group has another extrovert in its ranks. To round off the evening's entertainment, there is a belly dancer. Which nationality will be embarrassed? Will any group be offended? Or will they enjoy this slightly crude form of entertainment? The Brits enjoy everything that's thrown at them.
When it comes to Turkish culture, I think I prefer the belly dancer to the sheep's head.
The Japanese are a little bemused at first, but soon get into the spirit of things. The German men are embarrassed. Many have to be fetched from the bar to take part at all. The German women are much less reticent. The British group have secretly planned their own twist to the evening. The belly dancer is now on the receiving end. Long after the other nationalities have gone to bed, the British are still making their own entertainment. The staff abandon the hotel. The local wildlife move in. The phantom flag burner strikes. A waiter gets a thrashing. And the tourists are told the truth about their holiday.